Hi everyone, how are you? Thank you so much for joining me. So in today's video, we're going to do a little first impressions. It's been a while since I've done one. I'm very lucky because I get sent lots of products to try and test out. So I thought I would raid the stash and put it on my face. And this is what I've created. Pretty cute, isn't it? I'm loving it. I've got to say, I'm loving it, loving it, loving it. I'm loving it like this. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to stop and shush. And as always, all the products are listed below, so you can shop them, you can see all the shades really easily, and yeah, if you've got any questions throughout, let's chat in the comments. If you love all things beauty, please come and join me to help inspire you. Just make makeup fun and have a real play date together. Dust off your old bit of makeup and let's get it on. Let's get to it, all right? Right, let's get to it. Let's quickly put the clipperunos in. I haven't worn my hair curly in quite some time during lockdown. I did for a very long time. Anyway, I'm gonna do a bit of makeup on new things, first impressions. Let's go. I'm gonna start with the eye. TikTok shopping got me, okay? And I ordered the Mitchell eyeliners because I've heard good things about them, and it came free with this case and there was like money off. So I think I paid like 15 quid for 4 eyeliners and this handy case for like liners and brushes and stuff. I've not put my light on. There we go. I'm just going to show you the inside of that again so you can see it a bit better now. See? Gorgeous, gorgeous. So I'm going to start with the eyes and popping that on. So yeah, I got these 4 shades and I'm going to use 2 of them today, I think, because I like to use eyeliner to give the eye a little bit of depth and colour. Actually, I might try 3. Go wild. If I can get it out the bloody packet. There we go. Such fun packaging, but look, there's a bit of plastic on there. I mean, does that really need it? No, it's just like wasted. Gonna ruin my nails. And by the way, look, oh, need to redo them. Not the one. It doesn't really need that extra bit of plastic, let's face it, hun. Mitchell, if you're listening, we don't want it. That'll probably save you 0.02p per... Oh my god. These take me back to Mac when you had to like open stock. Here we go. Oh, still here, trying to... Oh, now the lid's stuck. I have to be quite careful with plastic like that because one of our cats, Ludo, loves chewing on plastic, which is not a good thing because then he eats it, which can lead to a very... Oh my gosh, this is testing me. That's a very expensive vet trip, which is never a good thing. Anyway, I'll come back once I've unwrapped them all, okay? Found a quick way to twist it. Ha ha ha, there you go, plastic. Have that. But yeah, do we really need this? No. So that's taken me shy of 7 minutes to unwrap 4 pencils. Why do they do this to us? Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on. I'm gonna start with this gorgeous brown. Right, let's go in. So I'm going to do a little bit along the lash line of this brown. I forgot to tell you the name. It's called All Smudge, No Budge, Make a Toast, because this is the colour of a very brown, good bit of delicious toast. What do you like to put on your toast? Do let me know. Taking that pencil right in the eye. I like how kind of sharp it is. So it feels quite, it's creamy but it's firm. It's sort of quite, I don't want to use the word dry. It's not like emollient wet, which is a good thing. I'm going to use this smudging brush from Vieve. Well, it's actually called the Precise Eyeshadow Packer. And I'm just going to take that along the lash line, just mirroring the shape so it's all being smudgy. And I love the warmth of that. That is bloody nice. Dead nice that. So the same on this side. I know these were a newer launch of his. They came out a few months ago and I saw when they launched and then they were all sold out. So I mentioned that I got these off TikTok. It's so easy to do. I feel like I need a closer up a mirror. It's such a nice colour. And that's blended really well. It's not, sometimes with these kind of long wear pencils, you can find that they, when you layer a product, it almost like lifts it off and it's not doing that. They almost have a slight grippiness, so you can feel like they're really going to stay on. Hey, my eyes are a true test for this, because if you've been following me for a while, you will know that I have the really oily eyelids. I mean, I've not put anything on them, but I'm used to it being that way, so yeah. And then I thought of taking the black just into like the top. Sometimes you need to like rub the pencil, is break the seal a bit for it to, oh yeah, that is now gliding on. I'm gonna wiggle that like right into the root. I already had mascara on, so I've been at work and stuff and I had just really very minimal, you know, bit of concealer, just a bit of mascara, so I'm just building on from what I had already. Let's see how that has just given the eye a bit more depth. What's the black called? Blacktrack. It's like a MAC one. It's nice, that. And what I want to do is actually remove what is on the lower lash line, just pulling that out. And then I want to go in with the nude. So this is called In the Nude. Once again, just doing a little swatch on my hand, warming it up, sort of break the seal on it, and then apply that kind of nude to open up the eye. See how that works quite nicely? It just kind of pulling the eye kind of open. Dead nice. Let's do those two steps on the other side. So what's really important with these sorts of pencils is you have to keep the lid on. If you're going to be using them for a long period of times or just like sat on the side, just put your lid on. If you're in a really hot country, just be mindful that you just really need to seal that lid on, because it will dry up on you. Waterline. Whew. Get so emotional to wear waterline. It's just never a nice bit of makeup to do on yourself because it's just uncomfortable. There we go. And then you obviously don't have to use all three, but I'm just trying to really gauge how I'm finding them, what's occurring, you know. I guess I can feel it in my waterline a little bit, like a little tacky, but nothing like major uncomfortable. And then layering a bit of eyeshadow on top of that will just help it kind of stay on my eye. So for the eyes, I have some Dear Dahlia. I've had these in the past, but not in these shades. These are gorgeous. So these are a trio of products popped together here, like so. So in this one, you've got two matte eyeshadows and then this metallic one. But in other ones, you get like a cream shadow as well. So you get like a full face in like the tiniest, you know, application type thing. And then there's this from them as well, which is like an liquid eyeshadow with a gorgeous sparkle as well. So let's start with the kind of mattes to kind of map our shape out. So I'm going to start with that paler. What is the name of this one? This is called Coco Delight. Beautiful name. And I mean, what wearable colours. This is like true 90s in here. This reminds me of like when I started at MAC and all the colours that we wore back in kind of the mid 2000s, and very much, you know, still fashionable now if you think of like the Kardashians and stuff. I'm gonna trace that just along the edge of that too. That is yummy. Just taking that underneath the eye again, and I'm doing this to open up the eye. And when I'm applying it in the crease line, you can see that when I'm looking forward, my brow sits quite, you don't see a lot of my eyelid is what I'm trying to say. So I kind of tickle that product up higher when my eye is looking straight, so I can, you know, get the old magic going. What am I using? Like the smallest mirror in the world. But it's so handy, like with festival season coming up, or you know, just travel opening up again. You don't want to take a huge makeup bag. This is such a great item to take with you. And I believe, I want to say, is Dear Dahlia all cruelty free? Let me check. Yeah, so it's a vegan makeup line too. So now I'm going to go with the darker shade. I'm going to pop this more in the outer corner, and notice the really light pressure I'm using. I'm really literally looking straight forward, but it's just nice to know that you can actually just apply makeup kind of onto, you know, I didn't really have any eye makeup on, but I just had a bit of mascara, so you might have to clean up like a few mascara crumbs, but that's it. And I'm keeping the depth really at this outer corner, and what that's going to do is give the illusion of like a bigger eye. Just getting a bigger blending brush now, just to really soften all those edges up. Again, really nice lightweight pressure. I'm taking a tiny bit of that lighter colour, tapping the excess off because I don't want a heavy amount, and just going over like half the naked skin and half the edge, just to smooth all of that out. I mean, love. And then I'm going to go in with a bit of this Coco Delight. So I'm thinking of what I'm going to do is kind of do a flash across the eye and then put the other product on top of it. This is a really fine micro kind of sheen to it versus the other textures, which are like totally matte. I'm going to do a bit of this in a wider kind of area, like so. So notice I'm going slightly across because I want to open up the eye kind of this way, kind of going along with the shape of that slight felineness that we've created. And again, I'm not going to see a huge amount of this like with my eye open. It's going to be like, see that flash, like, and it's going to make that noise. Love this. Again, doing that kind of shape to kind of really open up the eye. And then I'm going to go in with this bad boy. So this is tiny. These are the Sequins in the shade Paradise. Oh, Diva. So I'm gonna, so it's got like a lip gloss applicator wand thingy. And from what I remember before, these are quite alcohol based. So I'm just layering that like more in the center of the eye. Can you see that like layering I'm doing? And then I'm just gonna get my finger and kind of disperse. Not too much, just kind of soften that. It's so pretty, and I might do another layer over that just to, you know, amp it up. Just do a tiny bit like here, like really close to the lash line. It's just so pretty, perfect for like layering over an eyeshadow or just wearing on its own, because it will give you that kind of gloss effect, and it's just beautiful. And then what I'm going to do is just go back to my powder brush, and I'm just going to kind of ensure that there's still that bit of depth by the lash line. We've not lost that too much. Oh, yummy, yummy scrummy. Might just go over that lower waterline one more time. I feel like it's mixing a little bit with the top one. It's gone a little grey. And the worst thing to do is what I'm doing now and just putting more in without taking it off, but oh well. Just being a bit lazy with myself. What can I say? What can I say? This is still in its box. I'm very excited about this. So Chantecaille. I've never really tried much from Chantecaille because it's just a real high price point. So it's a super cool luxury brand. I think it is French from the sound of the brand. I've always loved what they do, and they do these really fun animal collections where they give to charity and whatnot. But you ready? Look at how beautiful that is. It's stunning. This is the shade Goa. Fact, I've been to Goa and I want to go back. And this looks like a gorgeous texture, like it's going to pick up the finest amount of product. Let's go in. I've got a little blusher on already, but oh, look at that. I think it's my brushes that smell like soapy. That is Incredible. Oh yeah. So I'm just taking it kind of, not in the contour, but on top a bit more. And this is the Vieve 123 brush. I'm loving these tanned vibes. Then I'm going to go back to my other eyeshadow brush, just wipe off the excess, pop a little bit on my brush here, and just kind of, once again, just smooth those edges. And this will sort of blend that tannedness, very technical term here, into the skin. And what's so nice about that glitter on the eye, it's so fine and it's kind of really set on there. Shim. And with bronzer, there's so many ways to use it. You might be thinking, right, you're using quite a small brush. So with me, when I bronze, I want to apply it in kind of specific places. Whilst, so that's going to give me a slight more denser contact onto the skin. Whilst using a bit of a bigger brush, it's softer. So if you're really scared of bronzer, go bigger, and then you can sort of swipe it and wipe it kind of all over them, build in those areas. It's such a personal thing, so just see and find what works for you. And don't, you know, if what you're doing works for you, great, I'm here for that. Okay, lips. So I've got this Beauty Pie Wonder Gel Longwear Lip Liner in the shade Vanilla Nude. Don't mind if I do. That glided on so beautifully. And how I applied it was I sort of sketched the lip line and did short strokes to create a perfect line. It's such a soft formula that's gone down like really quickly. It's gone a little tacky, so I feel like it'll be a bit of a long wear product as well. And then I'm going to go back to Dear Dahlia. So what is this? This is a shade called Marmalade in the Paradise Lip Dream Velvet Lip Mousse. Wow, that's a lot to say. So this is a soft focus, powdery sort of finish on the lip. Ooh, that feels lovely to apply. It's very soft and airy. It's really buildable. And it's very like whipped kind of feel, but very silky. I really like it. Gonna build the colour up. Let's try a bit on the old cheeky cheeks. My old little trick. I'm going to get a little bit on the hands like so, and then just to tie in the colour a bit more, just because I had a bit of a pink blush before, just to sort of change it up. There we go. What do we think? Some real interesting products there. I will keep you posted on how the pencil wears, but what a lovely little edit of products to try. It's been really fun giving you kind of my first thoughts and impressions. I don't think this lip is sort of going to dry down, and if anything, I should have definitely, I don't know if you can see on my eye, but it's gone really grey in the waterline, just where the two products are mixing. So I might just pop it out. I'm just going to pop that out, and I'm just going to do the black in there. If you are going to take it out, make sure you take it off, because all that's going to happen is that the colours are going to go mix and just go really muddy. And let me tell you, honey, that is not cute. That is not cute. So let's, I don't know why I keep picking up a bloody magnifying mirror. I'm old, but I'm not that old. As in, I still have my vision. Okay, there we go. Whenever I do my waterline, I do like to give it a good old blink with the eye in there. With the eye in there, with the pencil in there. And I'm just smudging that out. But sometimes you never know how a product's going to be until you really use it and test it out. So, you know, there we go. Just makes it a little bit more dramatic, you know? Dramatic. There we go. What do you think? You like? I hope so. Well, this has been fun doing a little play date with you all, and make sure you give me a follow on Instagram and TikTok, where I do lots of daily content, and I will see you next Sunday, friends. Bye!